Let me show you this video of Crooks's father, and we had talked prior to the break about just the way that people have been reacting to this defensive with attitude problem doesn't lend itself to any sort of credibility in the things that they're saying. All it does is raise more questions. And look at Crooks's father today. This is the father of the would-be assassin at the Trump rally. Watch this. Listen to this.
Mr. Crooks, was there anything that might have made you aware of what your son was up to?
Mr. Crooks, can you explain why your son has such a limited social circle?
Is there any statement you'd be willing to share with us right now, Mr. Crooks?
I gotta pee.
Oh, in case you didn't hear that, he just turns to them and says, I gotta pee. What the hell is that?
He doesn't feel he owes the country an explanation at all. Could you imagine if a Trump supporter took a shot at Barack Obama and hit him, nearly killing him, and then they chased down the young man's father, who turned out to be some MAGA Republican, and he acted like that? They would call for him to be tarred and feathered.
Oh, I know.
They would call for him to be tarred and feathered. This man doesn't believe he owes the nation an explanation or an apology at all. And I understand he's going to be dealing with law enforcement, and you don't want to make public statements that can incriminate you, but you don't believe even Ted Bundy's fucking grandmother acted more sympathetic to the victims than this guy and his family did. All right. I'm not kidding. You know, the Kaczynski family was more sympathetic to the Unabomber's victims than this guy. You know, I mean, this is but this is why. Because nobody gives a shit. Because nobody feels like they're going to be held accountable at all. I mean, the director was pushed out. You know, Kimberly was pushed out, but the next one is no better. I mean, could be arguably
Rose probably worse. Yeah, Rose probably worse.
Yeah. The fact of the matter is, this is the culture that is in this country now, and tone from the top matters. And, you know, when he's turning on his television every day, if you were even, let's be honest, let's take a second here. He got the firearm. He got the rifle for his son. Let's say he knew about it. Let's say he was maybe even in on it or something, right? Would you be concerned? Would you be concerned that anyone's coming for you, Sean? The only reason why is maybe because you failed, and maybe they're going to use you as a scapegoat. That's the only thing I would be concerned about. Otherwise, I wouldn't at all have one iota or shred of concern or anxiety or trepidation that this was going to come down on me at all, because nobody in the media, because nobody in DC outside of some Republicans give a damn, except for some of the local law enforcement people. And God bless them for it. You know, God bless them for it, honestly, because they're the only ones who are still pushing for answers.
It's really frustrating. And what took me was the callous nature of his response and the complete show of disrespect to the victims. I mean,
yeah, you fat shit. Corey's dead. You have to take a pee. You have to take a pee. The president's was almost killed in front of his family and his supporters. A decent man is dead in front of his wife and daughter. You know, what the hell is wrong with these people? You just stuff your face some more. You know,
I know it's really
where we're at, dude.
It's disgusting. I know. And again, I'll say it again.
You got to run. You got to go on Atkins. That's what you got to do.
The media is trying to, I think they're trying to move on from it. And, you know, kudos to those reporters that were asking those questions, because the family hasn't even issued a statement.
Whether you live at the beach, are going to one, or just want to imagine yourself there, Red Beach Nation has the comfy, patriotic apparel for the occasion. Founded by a former counterterrorism officer and war veteran of both the Afghanistan and Iraq wars, Red Beach Nation is committed to upholding the American values and principles that we all hold so dear. So grab your swag and rep the nation. Visit redbeachnation.com and use the promo code on your screen to save 10% off. Again, that's redbeachnation.com.